Let's go terrestrial.
Okay, what's up, everybody? It's the FBG Gavone Show. We're back after the weekend's festivities. We hope you all had a good weekend. Lot to talk about. First and foremost, I think the Pokèmon Go saga. That kind of blew up this weekend, so we're going to definitely be talking about that.
Just saw it on the news before I came over.
And, you got the home run derby tonight. Tim Duncan retired. Draymond Green assaulted somebody. Lil Wayne had a seizure. So we're going to, encompass all of that in this show. So I guess we'll start with home run derby predictions. We're just gonna go matchup by matchup here. So on the left side of the bracket, we got Mark Trumbo, the 1 seed, going against Corey Seager, the 8 seed. I think you got to take Trumbo. The guy's red hot. I think he's got like 28 homers this year.
Like 4 in the last week.
Yeah.
Trumbo, definitely.
Definitely Trumbo over Seager. Although I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if Seager beats him, because I think he's really talented too.
Yeah, and he's a youngster. He might have the edge. A lot of home run derby's stamina, big time stamina.
Yeah, and I think
but
actually
that's the first round. Trumbo's got to be.
Yeah,
you got to have the stamina to go for 1 round.
Yeah, no, and Trumbo, I think he's done a home run derby before. I don't think he did that well, but I know that he definitely didn't get knocked out in the first round, if I remember correctly.
Typically, rookies are the ones to go out in the first
round. Dropping down right beneath that, personally, I think this is probably the best matchup of the first round.
Definitely.
It's the 4-seeded Robinson Cano against the 5-seeded Giancarlo Stanton. Cano's having a great year this year. He's hitting the ball out of the park at Safeco, and Stanton's got the second deepest average in homers. I think he's averaging like 420 feet per home run this year, which is ridiculous.
Raked in the Mets series.
Cano obviously won the home run derby back when it was in Arizona in 2011. I believe he'll have his dad throwing to him again today, which is kind of a cool thing to watch. Listen, I'm really torn between this one. If you're betting, I would try to stay away from this. I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Cano wins this. I just think he's been there, and I think he's just got a sweet stroke, and he can just put the ball out at Petco tonight.
Cano, based on the fact that he's already won one, he's been there. Other than that, I probably would have said Stanton, just in the way he's hot. He's hot as hell right now.
Yeah.
4 home runs and 4 at-bats in the Mets series.
And he's coming off with the best week of his season, so obviously,
that helps.
Yeah, for sure. Moving over to the other side on the top, you got the 3-seeded Adam Duvall, who has 23 home runs this year with the Reds, versus the 6-seeded Will Myers, hometown guy on the Padres. The home crowd's going to be behind Myers, I think, there. You're going to have a lot of Padre fans at the game. But I think what it comes down to is Duvall's just kind of got more raw power. So, again, I'm taking the higher seed here. I think I'm taking Duvall.
I'm going to take Will Myers. A lot of it based off the home factoring in. Home field advantage for him. He's going to have the crowd pumped up just like Frazier in Cincinnati last year.
Yeah.
And also, I think Will Myers, he's having a pretty a big time year for him. Finally, I think a lot of people were expecting it, and it hasn't really come the last couple years. But this year, he's shown himself.
Definitely
he's up over,
a talented
50 ribbies, 50 runs. I think those categories, and he's poking the ball up. So I'll throw him a bone.
Okay. So Todd Frazier against Carlos Gonzalez, 2-seed Frazier, and defending champion Frazier is against the mighty powerful Carlos Gonzalez, who has
also one of the prettiest.
The number right, yeah. He actually hit one last night, 475 feet at Coors Field. Yeah, and he's got the most average distance. It's him and then Stan. Yeah, I think Cargo is averaging like 427, 4 to 430, somewhere in that realm. So obviously, that's big time power. I think I'm taking Cargo here. Honestly, I just think he's stroking the ball right now, and I don't think Frazier's going to be up to the task that he was last year.
Man, Cargo has a pretty swing. I'm taking Frazier. I'm going with guys who have been there. Cano, Frazier. If you've already raised the title before, odds are in your favor. You got to do it again.
All right, so
especially with the Derby. The Derby's a different swing,
Yeah, no, for sure.
For sure.
No doubt. I think either way, it should be a pretty fun one to watch tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited for this one. I think the guys that they have are awesome.
Yeah, they pick some real good,
and
it's like a good variety of guys that are like well-known sluggers, like your Stantons, your Canos, your Gonzalez's, Fraziers, and then a mix of new guys: Duvall, Seager, Myers. I think it's a good mix.
I like it. You got to throw the hometown guy in.
Who wins?
Who wins? Wow, wait. Trumbo.
Trumbo wins?
Trumbo wins.
Over who?
Over... You know what? No. Cano. I think I'm going with Cano, dude. Yeah.
Cano over who?
Cano over Frazier.
Okay.
I'm picking the two previous champions to go back to the championship against each other.
Okay. I'm actually going to go Duvall over Cano. I just think that this Duvall guy has got a lot of pop. He's got a real good swing. Mm-hmm. I think he could turn some heads tonight. He's kind of a low-key player, kind of very under the radar playing in Cincinnati. They're not a very good team, so I think it's his moment to shine. I think Cincinnati Reds win it back-to-back years with Frazier and then this guy. So, yeah, no, that is a bold pick. All
right, so both of us have Cano in the finals. You have Cano going down to Duvall. I have Cano beating Frazier in a rematch of champions.
So there you have it. Those are our picks. So good luck to everybody betting or doing whatever with that tonight.
Betting or watching and just enjoying.
Hopefully we lead you in the right directions with...
what time's that start?
8 p.m. 8 p.m. start on ESPN. So that's where you'll be able to check that out. So next topic, Pokemon Go. So this was kind of an overnight sensation. I think like Thursday or Friday, some things like surfaced on Twitter about it.
Yeah.
I checked it out myself. Was never a big Pokemon guy growing up. I downloaded it, and it's like fun. It's really fun. You basically, for those of you that don't know, it's on your phone, and you need to physically walk around places and find Pokemon, and flick the ball on your phone, and then it catches the Pokemon for you, and then you can train them in the gym or whatever and do whatever other Pokemon things. I'm not really well versed in the Pokemon lingo, so but what we can tell you is that Nintendo's stock has went up, skyrocketed 25% since they released Pokemon Go, which is ridiculous for anybody who invested in that. And
crazy.
Yeah, they're all probably sitting on a nice little hunk of dough, whoever did that. So, and now news has surfaced on CNN that people are trying to lure you, and rob you and get you into places where you're trying to get Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that too. Burglaries happening. Mm-hmm. Wait, so what? So they know that there's Pokemon there, and they're basically hiding and waiting to jump you. If you're coming to catch,
I think so.
If you're coming to catch the Pokemon,
which is crazy.
I've also heard that, dude. I was just watching it on the news, and it was story after story after story of all bad things resulting from the game. It was people walking into stuff, people walking in revolving doors, people driving, getting in accidents, people killing people on the road. Burglaries. It's craziness.
It's kind of like what I relate it to with Nintendo is when the Wii came out, everybody was chucking the controller through their TVs,
literally just holes in walls.
But obviously, this is worse than texting and driving. If you're imagine like you're driving and like you're moving real fast because it doesn't know that you're walking. So what's I think is going to end up happening is they're going to not allow you to do it when you drive. It's going to know that you're going
guys cruising
right unless you're like fucking sprinting down the road. You know, like it obviously isn't gonna. It should be able to pick that up so they can at least limit some of the damage there.
Will they do that or will they not though? Because you can always just make the case like, hey, you know what? That's if you're the driver, you should know you can't use your phone because if you're a passenger in the car, you're gonna want to drive.
Yeah, but you know somebody's gonna come out and like give them a real hard time about it. And I saw a video of people in Central Park.
Like it's on
people in Central Park are like all walking around and like in the same spot. Like apparently, excuse me, you can have like a hotspot. Like make a hotspot or something like where you it's like called a lure module where you lure Pokemon in around you and then like other people like around you can like get them as well.
Oh yeah.
So
you drop
there's stuff, literally groups of people like surrounding each other to get these Pokemons. So
I know I definitely know what you're talking about because I've like witnessed it firsthand.
Yeah,
groups of people just
it's actually it's really crazy. It's really crazy.
It is very crazy.
I don't know what they're gonna do to like make it safer. I do think it's gonna be kind of a fad. It'll probably like only some like not as many people like a lot of everybody's playing it now, but like in like a week or two like it's probably gonna like die down.
Honestly, like I tried to download it this weekend. I did, and then I got so many people are on the network that it's just crashing left and right. Obviously.
Yeah, no, that's
so I couldn't even get close to getting into the app, which might end up just being a positive thing for me because if I started now, I'm about 70 Pokemon behind the average player, and
I have playing it in a very casual manner. Whenever I'm like not driving in a car, like I'm playing it, and I think I'm up to like maybe about 25 Pokemon, so which isn't bad. Like I was coming back in a cab. Like from the bar, and like I was just copping Pokemon, like
left and right.
Yeah. Nice. All
right, so there it is. Pokemon killing people in real life.
So
it's actually a very big hazard.
Yeah.
Like if you're thinking about the good, like the positives that Pokemon Go has now brought to the world, and the negatives. Yeah. Very much the negatives have outweighed.
It's amazing, like how little of importance that is, but people like will go to extreme measures. Like it's literally ridiculous.
To literally get a cartoon Pokemon on their phone, they're murdering people. They're out there committing manslaughter to get this Pokemon.
What a world! What a world we live in.
I could see like the angriest, like old people, like war vets sitting in Central Park, being like, "Kids." Just so bitter about what's going on. Everyone just running into each other with phones, like war vets, like and sitting in their seats, trying to kill themselves.
Well, I'm in the city tomorrow. I'm gonna be walking around and seeing what kind of Pokemon I can pick up.
Yeah, see if you can. Yeah, see.
Obviously, when I'm crossing the street, I'm gonna have my head on a swivel, but I'm not gonna be using it when I'm walking. The
Honestly,
street.
have the camera ready to go in case you see some ridiculous stuff.
Yeah. Nah, well, for sure.
Especially in New York.
Maybe we should even make like just a Pokemon Go like page on the site, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what it's gonna take, you know.
If that's what it's gonna take, we might just become a fan club for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, we might just bag the whole sports gag and just suit up for Pokemon. You know, winter is coming.
Triple Pokemon Go. No more triple play sports.
Yeah, triple TPG.
TPG.
Triple Pokemon Go. Yeah. I don't know whether triple comes into that, but Tim Duncan, he announced his retirement. Honestly, my first thought about him retiring was like, he's just like the kind of stature of a player where like it would be like, oh, this is going to be my final season. Like I'm surprised he didn't come out and say something like that beforehand, but I just
not.
I guess that kind of
speaks really been
to
that flashy player. You know, he's always just so far on the radar.
It totally speaks to how he
best power
was
forward
and
of
his
all time,
demeanor. Right? Best power forward of all time.
And
I mean, you can make the
never
argument.
Hear him in the news or anything.
Yeah.
You only just know that he's the best.
And you only see him wearing XXL Costco shirts. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
He would always rock just like short sleeve button.
Bumming out.
Like,
dude, that's like always been the vibe I've gotten from Tim Duncan. Is like he's not one to make the season about him or announce retirements, and it wasn't to me when I heard it. I wasn't that surprised.
A lot of people on Twitter were kind of drawing comparisons, which I totally agree to him and Mariano.
Mm-hmm.
They're both of the kind of the same demeanor, where like they're very relaxed. They're a leader in their clubhouse. They've won 5 titles, over the course of right, exactly. So I think they're very comparable people. So obviously a legendary power forward, end of an era for the Spurs, really, with Parker, Duncan, and Ginobili and Popovich. It's crazy to think about.
For sure, but they have
it had to come to the end at some point. But you obviously got players like Kawhi and Aldridge, right, who are going to lead you in the right direction going forward. So
for sure, not worried about the Spurs.
We wish Tim Duncan the best in retirement, and I'm sure everybody else around the league will too. So.
Tim, Connor, and Dom wish you well in retirement.
Yes, the TPS guys.
Yeah,
all of us.
On
behalf of all of us,
family to
TPS,
yours,
you are the GOAT. You are Lil Boat.
Lil Goat. Lil Boat.
Draymond Green. He assaulted somebody. So I've said this multiple times on the show and in blogs that I hate Draymond Green. Does this surprise you in the slightest bit that he assaulted somebody in a nightclub?
Well, okay. So what we
in Michigan.
The only thing I could find explaining what he possibly could have done is like slapping a fan for basically just mouthing off and jawing about his squad or Draymond. I don't know what they were saying, but yeah, basically just like slapping a fan was which hey, that's allegedly, so I have no idea. But if that's the case and you're Draymond Green, NBA champion and on this Golden State Warriors team, all eyes are on you, and the fact that you can't.
I mean, it's not even that. It's just like
what would it do? When you're thinking like, someone's coming at me like a fan, like I'll slap him.
That's ridiculous.
Like,
I mean, to me, that the fact that his
brain, trying to get a response,
the fact that his brain can't process that is like remarkable to me. It really is. Like, and even
like that he doesn't have people in front of him being like guards being like, "Yo, Draymond, listen, we'll get rid of this drug fan in front of you. Don't go and slap him because you're an NBA superstar."
And this obviously isn't going to be a big deal for him.
No.
But I mean,
no way.
It's just like, dude, like it honestly speaks to how much of a douchebag he is. Like, he's literally the scum of the NBA.
It's just selfish for and your team too. Like
it's such a bad.
There's already so much surrounding your team right now, but like especially losing to up 3-1. But listen, your team's still now
just shut up
in a positive light with the
KD
dude,
trade. Shut up and sit on the $15 million that you made this year, and shut up somewhere. Go someplace on your own. You don't need to be in a nightclub, bro. Like, just go someplace on your own. Throw a party at your house where people will come. That'll
seriously do
rather suck you off rather than try to slap you in the face or cause shit that will make you slap them in the face.
Draymond Green, do the Gronk. Have your own parties. Have security at your house. You take their phones. You wear the same jeans since college or whatever Gronk does, and you party your ass off.
Yep. You don't see Gronk doing that type of shit. So
actually,
Gronk is
never. You never.
No, Gronk's the best party athlete because he just somehow you never hear anything.
He's got that entourage. You need that entourage.
Yeah. The entourage is key. For sure.
They got to be the ones taking the hits for you.
His brothers, like Gronk has like multiple fall guys. You want to talk about a fall guy? Like Gronk probably has like 7.
Mm-hmm. At least that are like, you know what? I'll do time before Gronk does. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Draymond clearly does not have that. He clearly lacks that.
Does not. And if you have a fan who's taunting you, like Draymond seems like a loose and funny guy too. Like if you can't just come back at a fan. For like a drug fan for talking shit about you and your team, like, dude, like, you're an NBA super. Like, be like, hey, I'm Draymond Green, bro. Like, that's enough said. You don't need to go and slap the dude. You're like, hey, I'm making millions in the NBA on what could be the best team ever assembled.
All-pro, right? Yep.
There's what it comes down to is there's no excuse for it.
No excuse.
You can't do it. You can't do it no matter who you are in any professional sport. And especially as stature of him.
And that's what you're told, really, when you get that status, because
100%.
Draymond's totally at the level of celebrity at this point, just how much he's been in the news for everything, like
For
even
the good
outside of
and for the bad.
basketball. So exactly, you just need to be better mentally about that, and clearly it speaks to how he is on the mental side of things, off the court and on the court, really. So moving forward, Lil Wayne had a seizure, unfortunately. Not drug related, and this was just news. Like, we found this out, I think, 15, 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was not on a plane like he was. Last month he was on a plane. They had an emergency landing, which was pretty scary. But he was out on the West Coast about to do a show, and right before the show he did have the seizure. Apparently it's from not taking his epilepsy medications, because he has epilepsy. So I don't know why he wouldn't take his epilepsy medication, but he didn't, and he had a seizure. So he's going to be fine, but it's obviously going to be news because he's known to have these. And, like, obviously having a seizure, like, can be life-threatening. So,
well, yeah, he's known to have them more so because what? Because of all the lean and cost.
Right, and, they say it's not drug-related, but, like, it's not like they're doing an autopsy. He's not dead. He's alive, so it's basically what he claims. If you did a drug test on him, it would obviously come up positive because he smokes every day. And, yeah, so I don't really know what to say for Lil Wayne.
Take your meds.
Yeah, just take your epilepsy meds, and hopefully you don't have a seizure, because we like you. We don't want to hear this news about you. And be better. Like Draymond, take a note. Draymond and Lil Wayne, take notes from Gronk, take notes from Tim Duncan, and take notes from Jeets.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs to take notes from Jeets, who just got married this weekend. Should probably
to a 26-year-old.
Yeah, he's 42. Hannah Davis is 26. She's an absolute rocket. He's living the life down in Florida. He's got a big, big dog that's very cute. He's running the Players Tribune, which did the Durant decision. He's swimming in cash from that, but he really doesn't need it anyway.
Swimming in cash from life.
Right. So
from that whole 20 years of baseball thing he did.
Yeah. And winning 5 titles,
being a face of the games.
Yeah. So that all ties in together.
Sad day though, I guess, in terms of the legendary stories, the gift baskets, obviously.
Yeah.
No more gift baskets.
No more gift baskets he's been with her for a while now, so
maybe she gets a gift basket personally every time.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think a gift basket's been given out since maybe even before the Minka Kelly days back in 2009.
Really?
Yeah. Because he used to be all over the place. Like, when they were winning chips and stuff, he was definitely all over.
Hell yeah. Yeah. That was prime Jeets.
Yeah. His numbers got to be up there.
Kill count for Jeets?
It's got to be.
I don't even want to think about it.
It's actually kind of gross, to be honest. Probably, it's well over 150. Yeah. So, that's Jeets life for you. And you never hear a bad thing about the dude. So, Lil Wayne, Draymond, take notes, bros.
Take notes, figure it out from the goats.
Yeah, so that's it. No deer ran through here today.
No deer alert.
I did call animal control the last time. They removed the deer from the premises. But we did have some squirrels come up on this deck before. I think they were looking for some scraps from the cookout we had here.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need. We'll get the wildlife in the videos for sure.
We might even do a wildlife segment. We can I guess we can couple that with Pokèmon Go, because we can be walking around, right?
We can we can do a little thing on Pokemon Go.
No, but we'll be we're looking for wildlife, but we're also looking for Pokemons in Pokemon Go, and the only problem is we're gonna have to get a cameraman because we're gonna be playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, so we might need a cameraman. We might need some watchers so we don't wander off in the street or a lake.
We basically need the entourage that Draymond doesn't have.
Eventually, he'll be taking notes from us too.
We need it all. We need it right now. We're the TPS guys. We're the GOAT, Lil Boat, Lil Quavo.
Yeah, and remember Tim Duncan and Lil Wayne, I guess. TPS is with you.
Yeah, we're with you. We have your back. We know that you were counting on us. You have our endorsement. Goodbye.
And for the Pokemon goers, TPG.
TPG.
Triple Pokemon Go.
It's coming, baby.